Social practices have greatly shaped technology as there are millions of people who use social media platforms such as Facebook. Having more users on social media gives the creators and developers greater insight into what makes society tick. If you like pizza, ads in the sidebar are there to lure you into visiting their paying advertisers and ordering a pizza, possibly through the pizzeria's app. Enjoy music? An ad to join Amazon Prime or iTunes pops up next to your news feed. Do you dislike guns? You can actually protest what shows up in your news feed, and the site will tailor your viewing experience to suit your preferences. You may even have sidebar advertisements showcasing new things like faux leather, which is a product made entirely out of pineapple leaves. Social media is probably the biggest force of social change today. There are many different groups and organizations on social media who promote their own morals, values, and ideals. Protests have been rallied just by the use of social media. Some of the biggest have been used to promote women's rights and animals' rights, as well as promoting equality of race and gender. These protests and demonstrations have been created simply through the use of social media. My discipline of study, personally, is gardening or owning a nursery business. Technology has had many influences using social media, not just Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, but all different forms of social media. Blogging is an educational and inspirational way for people to learn about certain aspects of gardening and plants. Social media, such as Facebook and Twitter, offer snippets of ideas. They are also great vehicles to draw users back to personal gardening blogs or to view videos on YouTube or even back to a gardening supplies store. I can use this to my advantage, and I have. Through Facebook, Twitter, blogging, and other social media sites, I have been able to draw attention to my online shop, and this has generated sales. I have also had the opportunity to influence, inspire, and educate people to grow their own plants and seeds rather than purchasing from big chain grocery stores. We have discussed how society can influence technology and also how technology can influence society. Technology is more of a non-human element that influences our lives and makes it simpler, quicker, less complicated, but being social creatures, we are socially complex, and that requires technology to be as advanced as we want it to be. Do we need something quickly? Let's create a technology that makes ordering the item very quick and easy. If I consider how this affects my chosen future endeavors, ordering garden seeds used to be a process that was done through the mail or even over the phone. You fill out an order form and send the form to the company with a check or money order. Technology has made this process easier by allowing consumers to order their seeds online and pay for them with a credit card on the spot, and then have the items delivered quickly. Positively, people who do their communicating online or with an automated phone system can take care of their orders, issues, questions, and complaints quickly and easily. Negatively, there are many people who really dislike automated experiences and would rather have human interaction. The informal nature tends to put many people off. Social issues such as ethics and safety have been under scrutiny with new emerging technologies. For example, the safety of social media is almost always debated with all the cyber attacks and identity theft issues we face now. How safe is your personal information once you log on to Twitter? It is interesting how Facebook can customize what you see in your news feed or sidebar just based on the posts that you like on any given day. How smart will the software of Facebook become with new artificial intelligence and computer programs that are as smart as humans, or even smarter? Social networking sites are constantly experimenting on users to determine moods, interests, and personal preferences. So, who is the target population? Since more and more people are looking to online videos to inspire and entertain them, a simple link through Facebook to a YouTube video will also be used to engage more views, especially with all of the commercials that YouTube is plugging into their users' videos. This is a great form of advertising. On Facebook, 72% of adult internet users and also 62% of the entire adult population are Facebook users. Over 75% of the adult internet users are women, the majority being 30 or younger. 70% of Facebook users also happen to log in daily. Internet users tend to spend more than 21% of their time on social media. So what is the issue with online viewing? Anyone who goes online for any reason is being tracked, whether you're using a computer, tablet, or a phone. Those who spend more time online have multiple devices or work using the internet or share any kind of information are impacted the greatest. It is important to know who the user is so that the technology can better personalize your online experience. Social media technology is one of the biggest influences on our lives on a global perspective. You see, hear, or purchase something and purchase or learn about anything from just about anywhere in the world because of social media. It is a very connected technology that leaves very little room for privacy today. This issue impacts the chosen population by invading the privacy of social media users, but the fact that we allow it almost nullifies the issue in a way. Social media knows what we eat, how we feel, how we dress, what we buy, our age, weight, mood, job, marital status, and so much more. Social media can be easily used to predict your lifestyle habits. There are times when you can jump onto Facebook and the technology can inspire what you are going to eat for dinner based on past food post likes. The issue will most likely become even more personal in the future. Social media is already able to track our habits, moods, and what we ate for dinner. At some point, the people behind the workings of social media may no longer be needed, and software programs will ultimately decide what we will be making for breakfast 2 weeks from now. Predictability by robots and software. We will not have to think for ourselves. In many cases, we don't need to think for ourselves now. Social media is so advanced that your actions have already been predicted for any given moment. Now, how do we get by the use of social media? We can promote more human interaction. Instead of reading online reviews of a grocery store on Twitter or Facebook, call your brother and ask him his opinion. We assume that everything we read on social media is correct. Is it really? You can place an order for a product through snail mail if the option is still available. Do we really need that new curtain set in 3 days instead of 5 with quick online ordering? We have become spoiled by a see it, want it, buy it now mentality which promotes waste. Do we really need to impulse buy things we see online? Doesn't social media promote impulse shopping based on what the software thinks we need to see? We could sit down and write a handwritten letter to invite a family member to a function rather than through an e-invite through Facebook. Do we really need to share everything that we're doing? Do we really need 897 friends? Maybe we should limit our online social media use once in a while. In a business sense, there are many other outlets to advertise rather than using social media. Make use of older options, such as flyers or bulletin board listings. I don't think there is a new or updated technology that should be used to address an issue. I think that backing away from newer technology and remembering human-to-human contact would be more effective. Many of us are so socially dependent on tweeting what we ate for lunch that we no longer have the ability to speak about the food in a live human-to-human basis. We should promote more doing and less viewing. Social media provides us with the excuse of more talking and less walking. We plan to visit some place that we viewed on social media. Well, then let's be enticed to actually follow through with the visit rather than just talk about it. We need social media to encourage us with incentives to act. Social media platforms are great for inspiration, but not much good for motivation, especially physical motivation. Society needs to back away from the keyboard, and we need to find ways to promote this action. It can be promoted through social media, but the actual act has to be accomplished by humans, and this will require less online time and more human-to-human time. Do we want to be the lab rats of Facebook's behavioral laboratory forever? Do we always want our behaviors to be dependent on what social media shows us? Social media is a good platform for information and advertising, but it is not the only method. Technology could raise more awareness of the fact that we are still humans and we need that human communication. Will we technologically evolve to masses of humans who no longer set foot of our houses or think for ourselves?